difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to drop him for a loss on the play. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. To throw is Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Had another.
Fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Falcons taking over. Dolphins in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion now. Last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, was this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl, you were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A gain of 3, second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Again, they'll run with Freeman across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground. Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 18-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They toss to Freeman, and he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 60 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Breeze now on first down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Breeze to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 14. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, Take care of the football. Don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And Hill with it over the middle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Adrian Claiborne in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Breeze. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Fresh set of downs here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Flushed out right. Then he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Play action. Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. Freeman a 1st down and more. 20! Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game, being on the 2nd half no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of a great career. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Grady Jarrett getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Here's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll toss it to Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Breeze now on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Breeze now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Breeze to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Breeze going to try and throw on third down. But he's got Snead. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to go on top for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Breeze to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Breeze now to throw. Pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Breeze now. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Breeze going to throw. Again has it complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Breeze. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Do you know what that generally means?
Success. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Finding some room at midfield. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Foles' Eagles going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
Well, Larry, with a sight of fans splashing in pools behind the end zone, we can only be in one place. That's Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two. Shy of the 30. Bortles now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Bortles throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Michael Kendricks in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second down. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, here's Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Bortles to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Paul Puslosny able to drop him for a loss of 4. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wentz. But it's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Bortles to throw on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags first down, Bortles to Robinson. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. From the gun, it's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try it with fullback Bohannon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On first down, Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And he puts it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters, losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
Smith catches left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again, it's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
That's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On first down, Wentz completes it to Ajayi. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on second down and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action. Now Wentz keeps himself upright. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. The open man is Smith. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up. And couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Wentz again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith from 3 yards out. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Telvin Smith. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Wentz to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here is the punter Jones as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Bortles now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Bortles. And incomplete here on third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's high, but not very far. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Fournette running right. And he's got some space here. Fournette fighting through. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the one. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it is good. And the lead will swell to 9. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top. Yeah,
and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Wentz now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Wentz. He finds Ajayi. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. To throw is Wentz. Drops it off to Ajayi. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On play action, it's Wentz. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, 9 yards to go. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Brad Nortman now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He had 1 man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. And, oh, a pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And now out come the Jags. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. A handoff to Fournette. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They keep it with Fournette on first down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Bortles going to throw here. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. That's complete right around the 8. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
Black 58 right.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll